It requires exactly what Christmas 19 for an asthma attack. Both Melbourne and Perth.
Someone 5 received code 1.
A 7-year-old at a hotel in the city is having an asthma attack so severe he can barely breathe. Nicola knows it's going to be a difficult case.
Patients experiencing breathing problems are really critical and they can deteriorate so quickly. And to add to that, if you know you're going to a kid who's struggling to breathe, things can get pretty stressful.
Actually sounds like he's a bit sick, this patient.
Oh, they're behind us.
The MICA?
Intensive care paramedic Dom has also been called as worrying news filters in about the boy's oxygen levels, or SATs.
It's like SATs of 85%, subunit given, no effect.
So when the update comes through that this child's oxygen levels are 85%, alarm bells are going off in my head. Normal oxygen levels should be closer to 100%. So 85 is absolutely catastrophic.
Oh, hello, Fletcher.
Fast-acting first aid officers at the hotel have given Fletcher oxygen through a mask, but he's so sick, it's not enough.
This kid is really struggling to breathe. I can hear him gasping for air, and when I look at him, he looks petrified. We need to act fast.
Nicola and Leonard have just arrived to help 7-year-old asthmatic Fletcher, who's fighting for breath in a hotel room.
I'm gonna pop some stickers on you, mate.
Hotel first aid staff called for help when Fletcher's oxygen levels plummeted to terrifyingly low levels.
As I look at Fletcher, he is struggling to breathe, he's coughing, but I actually recognise it's Croup. It's definitely Croup. It's got that distinctive barking cough.
I'm gonna give you some medications to make you feel better.
Croup is an infection causing swelling in Fletcher's airways. With asthma adding to his problems, he's at risk of respiratory failure.
Hey, Fletcher, what we're gonna do, we're gonna swap you for a better mask. All right, you ready?
Firstly, we need to give him adrenaline in a nebulizer, and what that does is it reduces the inflammation in his throat almost immediately so he can breathe straight away.
Is that helping your breathing fresh? Yeah. We'll let that medicine go through and then we'll give you a bit more,
Fletcher and Dad Ben are supposed to be enjoying a fun city break.
Feeling better?
Any sightseeing now will be from the inside of an ambulance.
Come down for a holiday to Melbourne with Dad and look, this will happen, right? Now, Fletch, we need to get you on our big stretcher. Think you'll be all right to crawl across there? Man.
You right? Good job. And you sit down there.
Now, we've got some special medication for you. You ready? Bit of orange juice.
On top of the oxygen nebulizer, Fletcher is given steroids to help with the swelling.
There you go.
But he's still not out of danger.
So the medication that we've given Fletcher is going to help him in the short term, but we still need to take him to hospital because this is a dynamic illness that could get worse over the coming days.
You making the sound of an ambulance? He seems like he's getting excited already.
Leonard and Nicola are preparing to take 7-year-old croup sufferer Fletcher to hospital.
Looking better.
There's actually, I don't know if you heard him before, he was making the ee-or noise.
Oh, really?
Given the severity of Fletcher's croup, the MICA paramedic Dom is going to travel in the back of our ambulance in case he deteriorates on the way to hospital.
You got everything you need? Yeah.
Fletcher and his dad Ben are supposed to be enjoying a fun weekend away in Melbourne.
Still a bit barky. You sound like a seal.
Now they need to break the news to Mum.
Don't panic, Fletcher's okay, but...
When you start a phone call with, now don't panic, the other person is going to naturally panic.
We're on the way to the Royal Children's Hospital because it looks like we might have croup.
So Fletcher's dad has a really tough job trying to reassure his wife that everything's under control.
Mum's a bit worried about you, Fletch.
It's like 800 people in the room. Yeah.
Being an up-and-coming father, I find that I'm much more empathetic towards parents. I can only imagine that would be a really tough phone call to make to your wife, and I just hope that I'm never in this position.
Okay.
Make a better sound than the siren, I reckon, Fletch. Now, I reckon if we ask Leonard really nicely, he might show us the lights before we go inside.
Fletcher's sightseeing trip to Melbourne is now on hold. His croup is so bad, he could be stuck in hospital for days.
Now, do you want to see the flashing lights?
Only time will tell if he'll ever get to see the real city lights.
Oh, I don't know if you can see behind you. Look at that. Wow. How's that? Pretty cool, huh?
Seven-year-old croup sufferer Fletcher spent one night in hospital before he was well enough to go home. Dad Ben made up for their disastrous city break by taking him camping.
Emergency services.
I need an ambulance. My son's just had sick in the car and now he's gasping.
Okay.
Going blue.
Okay.
At Victoria's Emergency Communications Centre, a desperate mother is on the line.
How old is he?
He's 11.
11. Is he awake?
Yeah, he's got his eyes open but
Okay.
he's gasping.
Is he still having a fit?
Yeah,
Is he breathing?
really struggling.
Okay, just organising help, darling. Stay on the phone.
Come on, people. Push out.
Mobile intensive care paramedics Karina and Dodsey are on their way, lights and sirens, to the paediatric case. It's time-critical Code 1.
The patient was a preemie baby.
Roger.
If a seizure patient doesn't get immediate treatment, they risk brain damage, organ failure, and ultimately death. So every second counts.
No, everyone just one way or the other, people.
Is he still having the seizure?
He's not twitching but he's gasping.
Okay, I'm going to need you to start CPR. So what you need to do is get him out of the car and lay him flat on his back on the ground.
I need help getting him out of the car.
Just tell me when you've done that.
Got a friend helping now. Hang on a sec.
Just as fast as you can. We are organising help.
He's on the ground now.
So place the heel of your hand on the breastbone in the centre of the chest. You need to pump the chest hard and fast at least twice per second and 5 centimetres deep.
CPR in progress.
The goalpost just moved.
The most important thing to us is to get there as fast as we can to get there on time.
Keep going.
Dude, you need to stop so we can get through. It really makes your heart start to punch a little bit faster when you go into this knowing that, you know, this could be a really bad outcome.
We're going to do it 600 times or until help can take over. I need you to keep going with the compressions, okay?
Back at the Emergency Communications Centre, a desperately scared mother is on the line. Her 11-year-old son is gasping for air after a dangerous seizure.
So it needs to be at this speed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you doing that now?
Yep.
Good job. Count out loud for me.
1, 2, 3, 4.
A bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4. What was your name?
Jenny.
Jenny, you were doing a good job. We're going to keep going until we can get to 600 or the ambulance takes over, okay?
Left.
MICA paramedics Karina and Dodsey are receiving constant updates as they battle heavy traffic. But they're still at least a kilometre away, and every minute matters.
You are clear on these 3 lanes.
1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going.
Just wondering when Micah said
Yeah, we're only about a minute away, guys.
he's breathing, he's just gasping.
I need you to keep going with compressions, okay?
He's not looking.
Dude, did you even look, champ?
No, he's not looking.
You've got lights and sirens going. You're in a big white truck. Being a dad and having kids myself, that makes the whole thing more heightened. You just want people out of your way so you can get there.
Keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Is he responding?
Oh, he's trying to sit up.
Oh, he's trying to sit up. Okay, that's all right. If he's trying to sit up, you can stop with the compressions. Good job. I'm just going to update the ambulance here. Just stay on the phone.
There's something on the floor here.
Dodsey and Karina are finally on the scene. After trying to get up, the boy is once again lying motionless on the footpath.
Hey, guys.
They're here now.
Okay, all right, good job, Jenny. I'll leave you with them. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Hey.
I look down and he's got that just had a seizure look about him, that confused, sort of dazed look about him. At least we know that he's breathing and he's still with us.
What's happened today?
Okay, so last night this little one fainted and he's been sick, and we've been to the doctor this morning. She's given him some meds to help with the nausea, and we've just picked up his brother from school and we started fishing in the back, and his eyes went really huge and he's gasping for air, so I pulled over and then called Triple O and he's just gasping.
Sure.
I got it.
What's his name? Thomas, wake up for me.
Mum and Dad?
No. Passerby who stopped. Thank you very much. Oh, Mum.
Yep.
His mum was pumping away on his chest, so just pulled over, and I think you'd do that for anyone. I'd hope someone would do that for one of my boys.
So Thomas was obviously prem at 24 weeks. Any other past history?
So he's got cerebral palsy, autism. He had the hole in the heart that's been replaced. He did suffer from pulmonary hypertension. He's had chronic lung disease.
So Thomas has gone through a lot of complications. Being undeveloped as a child would have led to some of these things. And that concerns me because it could be other things underlying going on for Thomas.
Thomas?
Perhaps another seizure or something else that's probably not quite right.
Thomas, wake up for me now. Wake up for me now. Thomas, squeeze my hand for me. Thomas.
After suffering a terrifying seizure, 11-year-old Thomas is still not responding to Karina and Dodsey.
Thomas. Take a temperature.
Absolutely.
So he didn't have a temp or anything this morning, which surprised the doctor.
Well, he's certainly got a temperature. So he's 39.1 at the moment.
Whoa. Thomas.
Oh, you feel him, he's very warm.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
That's it, mate.
There we go.
Pop your legs up.
With his temperature now climbing past 39 degrees, Thomas requires urgent transport to hospital to find out the cause.
Honey, can you see at hospital?
He's got a significant temperature, and so Thomas might suffer from epilepsy. He may have some sort of arrhythmia in his heart that's then caused him to have some sort of hypoxic seizure. You never quite know.
With his long history of extreme health problems, this is just another cruel blow for his mum, Jenny. The ordeal of giving her son CPR to try to save his life is finally hitting home.
I was in autopilot going through everything with the paramedics on the scene, but when they put him in the ambulance and I couldn't see him, that's when reality of what had happened all hit and I just burst into tears. I was terrified. I didn't know what was going to happen. I thought, oh my goodness, don't you die.
Thomas, you're in an ambulance.
MICA paramedics Dodsey and Karina are on their way to hospital with 11-year-old Thomas after he suffered a sudden seizure in the back of the family car.
Mum's going to come down.
Jenny is following the ambulance, but is still in shock after performing CPR on her son.
I thought, oh my goodness, don't you die on the back seat of the car. I actually said to him, Thomas, you've got to breathe for Mum. Like, breathe for Mum, because this is not how it's going to happen.
Just going to do this again, mate. Yeah.
Paramedic student Maddie is on board today, and there's plenty of tension.
39.3, we're still on the way up. Absolutely frying.
Still hardly responding, Thomas's spiking temperature has them all on high alert.
And that's a big temperature to run up in an hour.
Get a bit of mist on him, perhaps.
Yeah.
With his temperature getting so hot, we need to cool him down because even though he's had this one seizure and he's good now, doesn't mean that there's not something else going on underneath it that could surface on the way to hospital.
Just trying to cool you down a little bit.
You look at an 11-year-old child that has a host of things going on with his autism and seizures and his hole in the heart. You can't help but think he's quite vulnerable in this time.
Just a bit concerned. Mum's in the car behind us, all right?
Thomas is a twin. They were born at 24 weeks gestation. He spent a long time in hospital as did his twin brother. So it's been an ongoing journey for us since his premature birth. And the last 12 years with the boys and everything we've gone through has built up a resilience. But doing the CPR was just awful. And I'm very scared. Scared of medically what that means for Thomas.
So incredibly hot.
Yeah.
And he's white as the sheets he's lying on.
Very pale, isn't he?
Yeah.
Arriving in 30 seconds, mate.
You hope for Jenny's sake that they will find whatever cause is for his illness and that he's not diagnosed with some sort of longer-term seizure activity.
How are you going?
He says good. He's lying. He feels terrible.
The poor kid has enough illnesses as it is, and Jenny has enough to worry about without adding that to it.
When 11-year-old Thomas suffered a seizure in the back of the family car, his terrified mum gave him CPR while she waited for the paramedics to arrive.
Oh no! Oh my God! Bye-bye. Whee!
Please. Today, Thomas looks perfectly happy playing with his twin brother Alex. But sadly, in addition to his cerebral palsy and autism, Thomas now has another medical battle to fight.
It turns out that he does have epilepsy. So if Thomas does have another seizure, at least now I'm confident that I can help him and get him through that.
Zoo barracks for St Kilda.
Mummy!
Dad Josh will be forever grateful to his wife for saving their son.
She's an amazing woman to be able to respond in the way that she did. Yeah, she's a real hero.
Big cuddle. Bradley family cuddle.
What's happened there? So we've had a car who ran through the crossing and hit the pram. So it's car versus pedestrian, and the vehicle tipped the pram. Yeah.
So baby's been tipped over.
The pram's been tipped over.
With baby in it, I can only suspect.
Information is rolling in saying that the pedestrian's actually a baby in a pram, and I'm thinking the worst case scenario.
The thought that something could have happened to this poor baby is scary. We're going to have potentially an injured baby. We're going to have a very distressed mother. It could be a really chaotic scene.
It's just here.
Nat and Leonard have arrived at a hit and run involving a baby.
Hello. That's all right. My name's Leonard. What's your name?
I'm Kirsty.
Do you want to tell me what's happened?
I was crossing the crossing here. This car's come flying around the corner. He's hit the side of my pram, and then I went to go talk to him, and as I'm talking to him, I'm trying to open the door because he was about to drive off, and he just
took off.
He took off.
He panicked and then just left.
And there was a gentleman that just come by. He's got a dash cam video.
The in-car footage shows baby Cooper being hit on the pedestrian crossing.
How old's Bub?
Bub's only just turned 10 weeks.
10 weeks?
He was born 10 weeks early.
It's an extremely bizarre situation. Here I have mum telling me that this pram has been hit by a car and the baby was in it. Rather than stopping to assist, he drives off. I'm completely shocked. I mean, how could anyone leave the scene of an accident, let alone when a baby's involved?
Obviously, I'm concerned at any time a car has hit a pram.
Premature babies are particularly vulnerable, especially in car accidents, so it's all the more important for us to make sure that he's 100% okay.
So what I'll do is I'll grab some of my equipment, I'll bring it out here, we'll keep Bub inside the capsule. Are you okay as well?
Yeah, I'm just a bit shaky.
Just a bit shooken up?
Assessing a baby is extremely difficult. Cooper's actually still sleeping. To me, that's a reassuring thing, but it's also important that I determine that he's actually not unconscious.
Hello? I don't want to disturb you. We want to make sure you're all right.
Back in Melbourne, Leonard is examining 10-week-old baby Cooper for any injuries after his pram was hit by a car.
There he goes. He's trying to fight me off. Sorry, Bubba. I'm woken you up. Testing out your strength.
He's pretty strong.
He is. So heart rate 152, sats of 97.
So far, the assessment suggests Cooper has escaped unscathed.
Numbers only paint so much of a story,
yeah, I understand that, yeah.
and for little ones, particularly ones that don't talk,
it absolutely doesn't paint the whole picture. So I'll be very heavily guided by you.
Yeah.
So to you, is Cooper, obviously being so young, but is he
seems to be fine.
exactly normal? Colour is normal?
Yep.
Yep.
Sounds good.
When attending to a little child or baby, it's always a nerve-wracking experience. But for me personally, being an up-and-coming father, I felt a little bit more anxious than normal.
You're going to have one of those soon.
I know.
Are you ready for it?
No. Definitely not. To be honest, I don't think having a child was in my 1-year plan, and it was borderline on the 5-year plan. So, look, I'm excited, but I'm freaked out, to be honest.
Oh, lucky kid, wasn't he?
How lucky?
It was like he was cushioned with all those, you know, in that capsule that he was in.
That was a good pram. It had all the side curtain airbag type things you could ever hope for. But luckily for Cooper, he had no idea.
Slept through the whole thing. I know.
No idea.
I hope your baby sleeps like that. Just sleeps and sleeps.
I hope so. I'm not going to be able to go to work otherwise.
My kids did not.
Also doing well is baby Cooper. His pram was hit by a car on a pedestrian crossing, but the 10-week-old is showing no signs of injury. Police have now identified the hit-and-run driver and charges have been laid.
Emergency services, tell me exactly what's happened.
I've got a 6-year-old daughter having a seizure.
Is she breathing?
Not very well, no.
At the State Emergency Communications Centre, the father of a 6-year-old epileptic sufferer is calling for help.
Has the twitching stopped yet?
No, it's getting worse.
Okay, I'm organising help for you now. Just stay on the line.
Single responder Glenys is now on her way to the little girl in trouble.
A 6-year-old continuous fitter. I believe the child is known to fit for long periods of time.
Although the girl is no stranger to seizures, this one has everyone alarmed.
12 minutes is a considerably long time for a 6-year-old to be fitting because the brain's been deprived of oxygen for that time. That can lead to some permanent brain damage if we don't stop it quickly. 1, 7.
The girl's parents know they must act quickly.
What is happening?
We know what to do. We're about to administer midazolam. Midazolam, 5 milligrams. Yes, just done that.
Midazolam is a powerful sedative that stops seizures, but can have dangerous side effects.
Is she still fitting?
Yeah, she's not breathing either.
She's not breathing?
Hello, love. Who am I here to see? Midazolam has complications and nothing surer than death and taxes. It'll drop her blood pressure, drop her conscious state and drop her breathing effort. So we need to be very aware of that in the young Harper. I'm Glenys. What's your name?
Aaron.
Aaron, and you are? Kelly.
Glenys arrives just as the drug is starting to take effect.
Now she has these, does she?
Yeah.
The first thing I notice is that she's not fitting anymore. But she's still unconscious. She's on the floor and her mum's holding an oxygen mask on her face. So she's not out of the woods yet.
I just had a tonic-clonic seizure for 12 minutes. Stopped breathing for a little bit.
Intensive care paramedic Glenys is trying to wake up 6-year-old epileptic Harper. The little girl has just suffered a dangerously long seizure.
She had midazolam.
How long did it take for that to work?
5 minutes.
Okay.
Parents Aaron and Kelly have given Harper the powerful sedative midazolam to stop the seizure, but she's now unconscious.
I might change her over and give her a little mask that she's a bit more comfortable with then. Yeah. Guys, can we put some O2 on? She has stopped fitting, but my immediate concerns is how well is she breathing and is she going to come out of that unconscious state quickly?
She's got Dravet syndrome.
Dravet. How did you find out about that? It was just multiple seizures?
She had her first seizure at 9 months and then it just got worse and worse and worse.
So Harper suffers from Dravet syndrome, which is a rare and catastrophic form of epilepsy. So usually about once a month she'll either be hospitalised or as bare minimum we'll have to call an ambulance.
And she's developmentally on track with school?
Yeah.
What year is she sitting in?
Grade 1.
Grade 1.
Hey, darling.
Oh,
Okay.
that's so...
It's just some fresh air, honey.
There you go. Good girl. Good girl.
Yeah, you feel well, honey.
At this stage there is no cure for Dravet, but then the added part to that diagnosis is that she has a 20% chance of being dead before she's 20. When you get handed that news, it was like our life completely stopped still.
Oh, darling, I know you don't like that, but that shows me a great level of awareness that you hate that thing on your arm. Good girl. Hello. Yeah, honey.
Harper is finally starting to wake up.
110 on 80. Which is great.
Harper's got good breathing, getting good oxygenation to all her body. So I'm very happy that she's on the up.
What's your name, sweetheart? I'm Frankie. Oh, I love that name.
But this must be very distressing for the parents and for young Frankie, her little sister, seeing this on a regular basis.
He's 16 old.
Emotionally, children are always difficult. They do pull on your heartstrings. And I try and stop myself from drawing in and looking at poor little Harper on the floor because you think, how could I cope if that was my own?
Lovely. Have you got a little blankie?
Single responder Glennis is waiting for 6-year-old Harper to recover after the little girl was given a powerful sedative to stop a frightening seizure.
How would you like to manage this from now on, guys? Yeah, I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, she'll sleep well.
Harper suffers from a rare, devastating form of epilepsy. Her parents, Aaron and Kelly, have had to endure watching their daughter go through these ordeals since she was just 9 months old.
All right, love, I'm just going to take some of these dots off you.
You know that once you give her the medication, she'll sleep for hours afterwards. She's very conscious of how we feel, so sometimes she wakes up emotional, which is hard, and she often asks, are you upset with me? Or she says, I'm sorry, I had a seizure, which, yeah, is really hard to handle because obviously it's not her fault.
Oh, yes. Oh, darling. Like I'm tickling you, isn't it? But not nicely.
Kelly and Aaron are amazing. They have dealt with this condition for a long period of time.
You know, kids aren't... They always make us nervous. I don't know how you cope. Oh, fantastic. You work local? Yeah.
Generally, we would take a child who's been given midazolam at home to hospital.
See you, Frankie.
But not only are Harper's parents amazing in dealing with their child's condition, but they both work for Fire Services Victoria. So Harper is actually in the best care that she can be in when she's at home.
Aaron and Kelly will call paramedics back if Harper doesn't make a full recovery.
Bye!
But that could take hours.
Frankie, have you seen Mum's lights? Yeah, theirs are a lot bigger than ours, aren't they?
Come around here. Good job. Good job.
It's now 2 months since 6-year-old Harper's life-threatening seizure. Suffering from a rare, devastating form of epilepsy, it's a never-ending fight.
Keep going, keep going.
Most people think Harper's just a normal girl, and until they actually learn about her, they would have no idea. She loves to do things that every other kid loves to do. But she's very compassionate. She's always thinking about other people. She's a very loving person.
Sometimes does the ambulance come when you get sick and the paramedics look after you? Yeah. Do they do a good job? Yeah. Probably in the last year, she's a lot more aware of what's going on. Yeah. We don't keep anything from her. We talk to her about it. And Harper's the strongest, bravest, most resilient little girl I know. She just gets back up and she keeps fighting. And she doesn't complain, she just gets on with things. So I get my strength from her. People always say to me, you're so strong, and that's where I get it from. She's so strong.
Emergency services, tell me exactly what happened.
I've given my baby some mashed potato for dinner. I think he's having an allergic reaction.
All right, so is he completely alert?
He's just being really jittery, shaky. He's got a rash on his face and under his chin and on his hands.
An allergic reaction can quickly develop into life-threatening anaphylaxis, where airways swell up and close over.
Okay, so any difficulty breathing?
I think he might be. I don't know. Oh my God. I'm so scared.
RC139, receive cover.
Best work buddies Mike and Eamon are closest to the job.
This poor bugger He's had an allergic reaction. He's got a rash, red and raised. He's had mashed potato for the first time, and he's very fidgety.
Anytime I get dispatched to a sick-sounding baby, my heart starts to race. These patients are so little and so fragile. It could be life-threatening.
Heavy traffic.
All right, lane 1, stop. Lane 2, stop. Lane 3, stop.
As the team battles to get there, the call taker does her best to keep the young mum calm.
I know it's scary. I'll stay on the phone with you until the paramedics are there to look after him, okay?
Oh my God. Should I look for the ambulance?
Not yet, just stay there.
Yeah, we've got some updates coming through.
Mashed potato, had cow's milk in it, which the patient hasn't had before. Rash seems to be going down.
All right, we're just about on this, mate. It's never a nice feeling going to a really sick kid. We always say when we're treating a paediatric, we're actually treating 2 patients or 3, because we've got to look after the parents as well.
Hello. What's your name?
Cat.
Hello, Cat.
We arrive and see mum's out the front with her little baby, and she's understandably really distraught. So we've just got to get them in the ambulance and assess, find out what's going on.
Who's this little one?
Leo.
Leo. Do you want to bring him up into the ambulance? Let's get you up into the ambulance, OK?
Mike and Eamon are with young mum Kat, whose baby's had a serious allergic reaction.
We'll take care of you guys.
You nurse him on the bed and we're going to give him the once-over, OK?
Kat watched in horror as a rash spread across baby Leo's face and hands.
Hi. Hi. So, Kat, what happened with Leo?
I was having mashed potatoes, so I just sort of gave him like a taste, and just like this rash under here.
Got a little rash there, yeah.
Like it just got so inflamed, it was like all over his eyes, over his head.
And did he have any other sort of symptoms at the time?
He was like going like this.
Like shaking a little bit?
He was like going like that.
Okay, all right.
We need to assess if this is an anaphylactic reaction. Leo might look okay, but with any allergic reaction, it's so hard to know when it's at its peak or whether it's sort of just coming to an end. You can't let your guard down.
Hi. Oh, hey, little man.
Hello.
Yeah, hi.
Oh, Mike, sorry, I'll be doing all the paperwork for you guys while Eamon pokes himself
Well, I
in the
poke myself in the arm with the stethoscope. Hi, little man.
Oh, very cute.
If Leo's allergy is still unfolding, his condition could quickly deteriorate.
Signs of a serious allergy or anaphylaxis are things like trouble breathing, tummy pains, vomiting, diarrhea, a skin rash that blows up like big blotches, and the really concerning one are if the patient collapses or is unconscious.
My chicken, sorry. 37, zip.
Excellent.
All right. His lungs sound nice and clear. I'm not concerned that he's having any sort of anaphylactic reaction. I can certainly see he's got that little bit of a rash there, and that may be a mild reaction to something that he's had. All right, and he's had potatoes for the first time. There's a bit of milk in the potatoes. Okay.
It looks like Leo's symptoms have passed, but he'll need to be watched closely in the coming hours.
At the end of the day, Leo has tiny little airways that don't have the ability to compensate for any sort of swelling or compromise. So he's just not safe to be left home. He needs to go up to the hospital.
Can I just get like his baby bag?
Yeah, absolutely.
I reckon Eamon will have a cuddle during that time.
Okay, you want to hang out with me?
Now that all the hard work's out of the way, I notice Eamon, he's having a little bit of a good time with young Leo.
All right, it's me and you, mate.
How do you get the good part of the job?
How good.
Here I am, slaving away.
Can you say, Eamon? Eamon? I might get getting a bit clucky. Hi, little chicken.
Might be.
Hi, little chicken.
Leo is a very cute baby. If I had ovaries, they would be exploding.
Oh, jeez. You are clucky. Eamon and I definitely give each other a bit of a hard time, but I'm thinking he's actually pretty good at this.
Look at your little...
Oh, there he goes. Maybe I spoke too soon.
This is chaos.
At first, Leo and I were getting on like a house on fire, and now he's turned on me.
What's wrong, buddy? We were mates like 2 minutes ago.
I'm starting to think that maybe I can wait a few more years for kids.
I don't know if my singing's making it worse.
It's definitely making it worse, mate.
Oh, buddy. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, man.
That is an awesome cry.
I know.
Eamon and Mike are preparing to bring baby Leo to hospital after a worrying allergic reaction.
Sorry, bro. Good strong cry.
That is textbook good strong cry.
While young mum Kat is organising the baby bag, they're doing their best to entertain the 5-month-old without her.
Oh, buddy.
2 paramedics and a little baby. Where's Mum? Help.
There we go. Oh, here we go. Most important person, come on through.
What's this?
Yeah. Excellent.
Leo will need further testing in hospital, but it looks like he may have reacted to some cow's milk.
We're not going to try things at dinner tonight. Anymore? No, we're not.
Once the doctors reviewed him, they may refer him on to a specialist, but, you know, ultimately you've got to try these things. They're going to get exposed to all sorts of foods.
Kat's trialled her baby on some new foods, and then she's done the right thing in keeping an eye on him just to see if he has any reactions. And it looks like he has today, and she's needed to call the ambulance. So Kat's done a great job.
All right, little Leo.
While Eamon must now wrench himself away from his favourite patient of the day.
Hi.
Leo will be kept under close observation in hospital.
Well, we're just going to head down this way, please.
What's all this, Leo? He was so cute.
He was pretty cute. I have to give him that. I knew better than to offer to hold him because I knew you weren't going to give him that.
Yeah, no, I was never going to let you.
You're a cuddle hog. Every baby we go to.
But he was just such a little chicken.
Oof.
Oh. Nah, cute. I think I am getting clucky.
I'm saying this as your friend. Buy condoms.
Since recovering in hospital from a reaction to cow's milk, he's been diagnosed with an extreme allergy to both dairy and peanuts.
Don't look at me like that.
Oh, jeez.
As for Eamon,
you are clucky.
He did give in to his paternal instincts.
We'll go down to the park?
And got himself a baby that's just as cute as Leo.
Come on, Walter. Good boy.
So Walter is my golden retriever puppy, and he's 4 months old now.
Come here. Hi. Hi. Oh,
Walter is he's a ball of energy. He's a bit of a chick magnet, which is good.
You're gonna be cute. Yeah.
It's kind of crazy to think that in 4 short months you can just love a little ball of fluff so much. It's just, yeah, good dog. Love him. That's awesome.
Come a kiss. Give me a kiss.